Hey everyone. So I wanted to make an embouchure video today because here in the beginning of the school year, I'm dealing with a lot of saxophone and clarinet players that have a pinched sound. And maybe if you're a younger player right now, maybe you're not happy with your sound and you feel like you can't do everything you want to do. Maybe this is the reason. So let me explain what's going on. I have students that come in and they're playing with their bottom lip too tight, so it's basically pinching. So the top teeth are on the mouthpiece. Great. But then the bottom lip is pushing up on the reed. Now look what happens if the bottom lip pushes up on the reed. If my thumb is the bottom lip, check this out. Now it closes. Well, that's bad because something's on my reed. That's bad because the air has to go through that opening there. And if that's closed, well, no air can go through and the sound is not going to be good. For example, here would be a really pinched sound. I'm going to back up from my mic. I have so many saxophone players that come to me and say, I can't play a low D. It always plays the higher one. And then most times, I'll try their instruments out with my mouthpiece and see if it has a leak. Sometimes it does. But a lot of times it's just because the tension is wrong. They're pushing up too much. So here's what I tell my students, clarinet players and saxophone players. I tell them to open their mouth like they're putting chapstick on. And when you put chapstick on, your lip is not too far out. And it's not too far back. It's usually just the right amount of flesh. So then that amount of flesh is what I put on the reed. And I gently put it on the reed. I tell the students that the reed needs to stay open and vibrate on the lip. The grip or the tension comes from the corners here. So when I'll do it on a B. I'll go from closed, really too much tension, then I'll loosen it up and you'll hear the sound open up. Now, I can do all of that closed with a nice open sound, whether it's loud or soft, because I'm not pinching. I'm not pinching with my two lips and closing the reed off. I want that reed open, so the middle of my bottom lip is nice and soft and gentle on the reed. My corners, they're going to fold in. This is where my muscle is, so I grip here. I don't grip with my bottom lip. I rest my teeth. Grip with the corners, nice and gentle on the bottom lip. Again, I'm not rolling the bottom lip out like I'm putting on chapstick. Once my students do this, and then of course, move more air, you have to have the reed vibrate. So I tell them hurricane force wind. You know, we don't want this little, we want hurricane force wind. That's going to allow the reed to vibrate, and then it will vibrate correctly if this bottom lip is right. So there you go. Grip, corners, no tension, very little tension on the bottom, okay? Tension is going to come from the corners. All right, hopefully this will help you maybe make a better sound if you're struggling with it. If you're not struggling with your sound, I hope you clicked off the video minutes ago. But if this is something that you feel like, oh, maybe this is something I can do, stand in front of a mirror and play towards the mirror so you hear the sound coming back at you, and check out how much your sound will change just by doing this one thing with your bottom lip. All right, be well.